quarters between one of these teams and a spot in the Super Bowl. The NFC Championship is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Keeps away from one. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Brought down by Julian Blackmon. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll throw it here on first. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. Working inside the red zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. It's the first carry for the Auburn rookie. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Finding a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Throwing, jump. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. And he's taking chances like that help make them a postseason team, Brock. They're going to need to connect on at least a couple of those in this game.
Exactly. These are the types of plays we expect from every team in the postseason, right? Well-timed risk and an aggressive mindset that reflects all the stakes of each and every game.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll air it out on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Trying for it with Shuck. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
First down, around with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Brought down and back at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught with Saquon Barkley. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles take a 13-0 lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. One right down the middle. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Saints nothing.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. Here's a dive up the middle. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Shuck working from the gun. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and incompletion won't help.
Looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. They're going for this. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it. But they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
They run it with Saquon. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Here's another carry for Barkley. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
3rd down, they need 7. Long, they're going to throw. He's got it complete to Reed. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles. Hurt. 7 Pirates.
From the red zone now. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
19 tight. 19.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 20-zip lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. And it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
He's going to field this at the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchdown. Kids at the 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. And the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Chuck now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Andrew Makuba makes the play. And the Eagles take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Correct me if I'm wrong, partner, but I think it looked like that was actually the primary read on the play, but it's picked off before the ball could get there.
Kate, I don't think there's any question about it. You know, the college game is a game of scheme. The NFL game is a game of matchups. And that was a matchup that they wanted and worked on all week to get their running back in a one-on-one. Problem was, the defense was ready for it and took it away. This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
18 Cardinal.
They go to Barkley again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Hey, check that. Street. Hey, smash, Bronco. Steady.
Now throw, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Dallas Turner picks it off. And the Saints will have it shy of their own 30 after that tackle. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback. And no, you've got to simply protect the football.
And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. 21-0 our score. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have it on 2nd and short. Thrown back, it's the handoff. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. Offensive line fast. Going to the ground again on 1st. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Trying the air now. Here's Shuck. Escapes the pocket. And he covered just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Sends this to the end zone. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
4th down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there. 4th down, pass coming. And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on down. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. 1st down from the 42. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. play straight ahead. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Let's go.
Rush coming for a shot. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be third and long.
Just kind of one of those moments sitting up here in the booth where you're like, man, if they're going to find a way to get the first points, somebody has got to step up. Just have not been able to find even that first completion yet. So whether it's running the ball, playing even better defense, they've got to pick their QB up somehow, some way.
Third down, here's Shuck. Look at that power, deep left side. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Eagles get it back after the turnover at the 29.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Let's go now. Smash.
They'll run here on first down. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Cowboy 8, go.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. It's his running back. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Here's the snap on 4th. That's grabbed inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Here we go, here we go.
First and 10. Here's Shuck. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
I say to you all the time, kids, get a quarterback in the rhythm. Completions, completions, completions. Well, this is the opposite of rhythm. There is none because we have not had a completion yet.
On the 24 once again. It's second and 10.
Red, 38. Claws red.
Here's the backup. First throw. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
On the double.
It's third and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Right, white. Ready, ready. Needle, black, 95.
To the air on third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up fourth and long.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
This offense is not leaving the field. On fourth and 8, they're going for it.
Here we go.
They'll throw for it. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are finally stopped on the return. But they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
Result of the play.
Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's second and 14. Setting up to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
18, set. 7, curve 19. Street.
Here he goes, third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Starting from the 5. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. So we're down inside of 2 minutes remaining now in our first half. More from Sunday Night Primetime on the other side. All right, starting the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Down, set.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. stopped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Ready.
Back to the well again. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12.
60 red. 60 red. Set cut.
Throw here, 3rd down. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th.
Come on. Set. 3 rail. Red. 38. Red. Cycle. Set.
You're going to try to throw for it. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get more points to end a lopsided first half. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles continue adding on to that lead.
Saints nothing.
We'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
Red. Here we go. Set. Flag. Black 40. White. White. Needle blue. Black ultra. Hut. Hut.
Back to throw it. Good. Right downfield to Olave. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. defense enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Down. Blue, 32.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Okay, ready?
Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Blaster, 6. Set.
On the gun, Rattler. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Red, yellow. Yellow, 22. 6, Mega. Green Jack. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Smile London. And the Eagles will get the football right at that 25-yard line following the interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback. Becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Hold the ready.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Set.
Airing it out to start this drive. Completed to his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Got it. Ready?
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Check go.
Another carry for him. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles tack on 7 more to their lead.
52. Saints nothing.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Return starts from the goal line. Takes it just shy of that end zone. And this is brought to a halt just across the 10.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Set, ready. 33. Yep, set.
On the gun, here's a handoff. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, a 2-yard run on 1st down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Ready, set.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Fight, 6. Smash, red. Ready. 50, claws, red. Hut.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Yellow, 43. Ready?
On 1st down, they'll run. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Ready, break. Set, hut. 10 black.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Come on, set. 50, green.
Running it after the penalty. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Keely Ringo making the play.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Yellow. Let's go. Yellow, 22. Ready?
Rolling from the gun here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The issues this offense has been having, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. Let me just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for this. He fires one deep down the left side. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Now, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
I mean, where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
He is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Back-to-back carries here. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Good, set. No touch.
Plowing up the middle. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. The Eagles with the lead, hoping to close out a playoff win. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Ready? Up 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Come 19, come 19.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
And this one's out of the side of the end zone. Was trying to get that precise aim, but he was off the mark. It's going to be a touchback. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They've got a man in motion. Here's Rattler. 1st and 10. He's loaded another one up. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Black, set.
Rattler to the air now. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that 1st down marker.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback goes man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd down from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Kraft has it. And they were finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes teams breaking the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing it again here. Caught by his back. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
22 meter.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Come on, set. Set.
Running it now out of the gun. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
He was taken down by a close contact. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
Watch out now. 50 series. Set. Ready. Ready.
Rattler setting the throw. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan. And all in a heck of a souvenir.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Ready.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Blaster. 6. 52 blue. Smash. Red. Set.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. The Saints putting up points in a game decided. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Saints cut into the lead by another point.
52. Saints 7.
Reed now to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35.
5-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Right up the gut. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Check. Let's go now. Go.
They give to Barkley, left side. And they shove him out before he can get upfield. 3rd down coming up.
That's simply a foot race to the outside that he's used to winning. Seeing him get beat there and forced to take it out of bounds near the line, well, that's just a tremendous effort and tremendous speed by that defense.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
70. Let's go. Bronco 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Warriors. Chap 60. Chap 60. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You never ever is an offense like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Saints trying to do some window dressing. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Go pick, red, 38. Claws red. Spike, white. Slide blue. Set.
Now Rattler. Throws the right, finds Waddle. And he's going to have is up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
10 flat. 6. Mega. Ready?
Rattler. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
We talk so much about decision-making, and often it's the decision of where to throw it. Right? Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack. But there's also great decision-making that comes with just getting rid of the football. Just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental. And that one, man, he had a ton of yards.
60 red. Set.
Throwing his Rattler. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Ready. Ready. Ready.
From the gun on third down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Big gain downfield. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Saints making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Saints take 7 points off the deficit.
Saints 14.
Reed now to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Line up the design keeper. All right, here we go. Second down.
Let's go. Waste of time. Panther 60. Panther 60.
So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. Conference champions. A heck of an achievement, Brock. A heck of an achievement in the face of a lot of doubts from everyone outside of their building all season long.
Yeah, they're going to enjoy lifting up this George Halas trophy today. But let's all remember, when we go into those facilities, Kate, and we watch practice, they don't put up banners of conference champions. They put up banners of world champions.
So for my partner, Brock Ewart, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA.